Hello everyone, this is Brody Sir from Sync Academy again, and another lecture video of our weekly practice. And today we're gonna talk about part 8, which is statistical diagrams. Alright, so we often use bar charts, broken line graphs, or maybe pie charts. Alright, and the main problem of this part would be how to represent the data we get. Alright, and to see the features of this set of data clearly. All right, now first question, we need to choose between bar chart and broken line graph. All right, and to see which one of these two kind of diagrams is better to representing this set of data. Now, the first set of data would be the change in temperature of a city on a certain day. On a certain day. It means the temperature maybe in the 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., right? Each hour maybe. So now we are mainly focused on the changes, right? We want to know if it's increasing or decreasing. So in this case, broken line graph would certainly be better. All right, so the answer here should be broken line graph. All right, because this kind of diagram shows mainly the changes. All right, the change, if it's increasing or decreasing, goes up or goes down, is better. And what about bar chart? Bar chart mainly shows us the amount, or we can say the total number. All right, the amount, or we say the total number. All right, so for the second question, the sales of records of different singers last 5 years. Now, we focus on the last 5 years if we want to see the amount. All right, if we want to see the amount, then the bar chart would be better. All right, the bar chart would be better. But some of the students might think that, come on, sir, we want to see the changes, right? We want to see if it goes up or goes down. Then you can also use the broken line graph here. The broken line graph here. So, make no mistake that these two diagrams serve the certain purpose. I mean, it doesn't mean that both of these diagrams are more suitable for this question. It depends on what you want to see. All right, if we want to see the amount, then use the bar chart. And if we want to see the changes, see the flow, then use broken line graph. All right, so each serve one certain purpose better. But for the third one, I believe there will be no question, because the ingredients of a certain type of healthy food, we don't need to see the change. All right, we just need to know what is in this kind of food. All right, so we certainly use a bar chart here. All right, we certainly use bar chart here. But if we don't want to choose between these two, I mean, if we can use every kind of diagrams, and maybe pie chart is the best choice. But now we have only two choices, so we use the bar chart. All right, then the second question would be a little bit more complicated, all right, because we need to turn a table into a bar chart. All right, we need to turn a table into a bar chart. This is very, very useful in secondary school. All right, because even if in DSE you will meet this kind of questions, all right, to turn a table into a chart. And sometimes the examination, I mean the teacher who write this paper would ask you to choose the best chart for the question. All right, but before this, we need first to correct the numbers to the nearest 1,000. All right, so this would be 29,000. This would be 68,000. And this is 53,000. All right, this is 38,000. and this would be 21 thousandths. All right, so we finished the first step, and then we are going to draw the bar chart. All right, let's start a new page. All right, we need more room. We need more space. Now, we need to turn this table into a bar chart. So we know that in the beginning, we should first draw something like this. All right, draw something like this. Draw two lines with arrows. All right, with arrows. And in secondary school, we would call this a coordinate system. All right, a coordinate system. But now we just need to know we need two arrows. All right, and this represents the place, and this represents the visitors. All right, so maybe you can kindly write down what it is. All right, this is the visitors. All right, or maybe you can say the number of visitors. This is the place. All right, so now we have 5 places. All right, 5 places, so write them down here. The first one would be Museum of Art. All right, so I just abbreviated it into MOA. All right, Museum of Art. The second would be Science Museum. But there's a Space Museum, 2SM, so I just write this SCI. SCI, all right. SCI. And third one would be space, so SPA. And this would be the Railway Museum, so I just maybe write a rail, all right, to represent this place. And finally, the last one would be the Film Archive. All right, the Film Archive. Now, I've abbreviated this, but I hope you guys, if you are really in an examination, you better write down the whole name, all right? And the first one would be 29,068, 53, 38, and 21. Now, the largest is this one, all right? The largest is this one. So we need to decide the greatest number here. And I highly recommend 80,000. I highly recommend this. All right. Some of you might choose 70,000. But 70, if we choose 70,000, we need to write down 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Right? And finally 0. But if we choose 80,000, then we only need to use 0 here, and a 40,000 in the middle, a 60,000 here, and a 20,000. All right, we need only 4, or maybe you can say 5 layers. It will be enough. But if we write down 70 here, we will be writing a lot more. All right, we try to make this easy. Now, so the first one is 29,000, is something below 30. All right, something below 30. So we draw a bar, and it goes like this. All right, it goes like this. The height of this bar should represent this number. All right, so it's something near 30,000, which means it's the middle of this. All right, and then we can draw some shade, but of course we can just leave it be. All right, and write down the number on the top of this bar. All right, on top of this bar. And for the second one, it goes high enough. It's almost 70. So we draw something a little bit high. All right, a little bit high here, and write down the number. And make no mistake, the height of this bar must be able to represent the number. All right, to represent the number. All right, let's draw maybe a little bit better here. All right, and the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one, we just do it in the same way. All right, so 53 is something more here. And 38. And finally, 21. All right, 21. Okay, so in order to save time, Brody sir here just use my hand, all right? But if we are doing the paperwork, it is better we use a ruler to help us to make this more accurate. All right, so this is the end of today's lecture video, and I hope you guys have all finished this. All right, goodbye.